Welcome to the Patch Podcast, the place where sports, recreation, and entertainment collide. From the biggest headlines to the stories nobody else is talking about, this is the show that covers it all. Now, here's your host bringing the heat. Welcome to the Patch.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of the Patch Podcast. I'm Moog. This is also part 2 of our conversation with Chris Dexter, creator and founder of Southern Illinois Sports with Chris Dexter. So sit back and enjoy part 2 with Chris Dexter on episode 11 of the Patch Podcast.
I think it was Frankfurt, AJ and Heron that I saw. And what I really noticed with the wrestlers and even the coaches, they're just so grateful that you're there. And I know you probably experience that too, because maybe it doesn't get the coverage that it deserves. And, I'm self-aware and I can admit, and, it was my first time. I didn't get to another one. Maybe I need to expand my wrestling coverage and maybe we need to get it more mainstream as far as we go. I'm very open to that. But just so people were so thankful that I was there, and it just meant a lot.
Question for you. The DuQuoin coaching job.
Yeah.
Fitch resigned?
I guess that's what I took. I don't know. I can't remember. Somebody told me something. He stepped down. I don't know. I don't remember why or anything. It was kind of out of left field. I didn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden I heard it was open.
They had a great team last year and got put into one of the toughest subsectionals you could be in.
Mm-hmm. And they gave, who was it? Was it Nashville? They had Nashville on the ropes.
They had them on the ropes.
Yeah, they had them on the ropes. So, I know he lost some athletes, but I know there were some athletes left
coming back.
Yeah, he had some kids coming back. I'm not quite sure what happened. I never spoke to him afterwards to know. But I watched them a couple times, and the times I watched them, they had nights where they were like, there was a night. I think they beat Pinckneyville. And then they lost to them really bad. There were nights where they were kind of up and down. Every time I saw them, they were electric and they were great. And I'm not sure what happened, but I did hear he stepped down on that. So,
Chris, what's up next for you over the summer in terms of being able to kind of keep up? Because generally summertime's slow from a sports perspective.
I just post those quarterback topics like you brought up. I just posted before I got here, a good defensive first baseman for softball and just stuff like that. I'm getting a lot of travel stuff. My kid plays travel ball. I don't do I don't promote tryouts. I don't promote anything, but if, a kid does something in travel and they want to send it, I welcome that. So a lot of that, but travel's coming to an end. So we're kind of in a slow period, July and August, but then mid-August or early August, we're already starting junior high softball and junior high baseball. Last year at this time, my daughter was having open fields and stuff for softball. So, it's here before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know, summer's a little bit of an off season for me. I kind of enjoy the little break. I always like to stay busy with the page and, keep it active because I don't really know. I've learned the algorithm and stuff over the 6 years I've done it, and I don't think it's wise for me to just go straight dormant and then try to pick back up come August with the algorithm. I think I gotta just stay in kind of a groove. So that's kind of what I try to do without, being controversial or just being boring. I don't know, whatever people send me, you never know what's going to come in. I think it was Friday or Saturday where I went a day without anybody sending me stuff, and that's definitely a record. So
wow.
Yeah.
Well, this is dead week for the high school, right?
Yeah.
This is dead week.
Yeah.
Because football, they start a week early now, don't they?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, there's no week 0 anymore.
Well, this is a good week for the dead week because it's hot.
Oh, man, it's going to be hotter than hammered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we do appreciate you coming in, and feel free, if you ever want to come back on the podcast and you're not available to come down to the main studio there in West Frankfort, we can definitely have you log in through our Riverside app that we use here on the podcast, and we would love to have you as a contributor to the show.
Yeah, and I'm sorry it took so long. I literally had something. My daughter plays travel. It's almost like every other weekend. We just have stuff every weekend. And I was like, well, this weekend I really don't have much. So, then next weekend I'm right back at it. So,
we definitely appreciate
it's the
you.
dead week.
Yeah, there you go. Good point.
We definitely appreciate you coming and actually meeting you, and because we enjoy your work and you do one heck of a job.
Chris, if you're wanting to go to wrestling or something, we're going to officially be launching the 618 Wrestling this winter.
Okay.
And like I said, it's not going to be just West Frankfort sports. We're probably going to hit that more than any because we're local, but we are going to hit some of the top duels this year. If you want to come along and hang out, learn a little bit more about the sport, you're more than welcome to come with me, man.
I appreciate it. I'll probably take you up on that.
We'll be right back with more of the Patch Podcast after this.
Building, fixing, or remodeling? Make Red Robin Home Center in West Frankfort your first stop. From lumber, tools, paint, plumbing, and electrical supplies to trusted brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt, they've got what you need. Stop in today at Red Robin Home Center in West Frankfort. Red Robin Home Center, helping Southern Illinois build. Ready for a great night? Head to Sea Tavern in West Frankfort. Enjoy cold drinks, gaming, pool, darts, and a friendly hometown atmosphere. Sea Tavern on Main Street. Good friends, good times. See you tonight. Ready for your next ride? Visit Bill Gladich Honda in West Frankfort. From Honda motorcycles and ATVs to side-by-sides and lawn equipment, they've served Southern Illinois for over 80 years. Plus, enjoy no dock fees and no hidden fees. Visit GladichHonda.com today. Bill Gladich Honda, where Southern Illinois rides. Fresh quality, hometown service. That's the McCord's Market difference. From hand-cut meats and a delicious deli to all your everyday grocery favorites, McCord's Market has everything you need. Stop by 501 South Logan Street in West Frankfort. McCord's Market, where neighbors shop. McCord's Market, fresh, friendly, local. Looking for family fun? Head to West Frankfort Bowl. Whether it's league night, open bowling, birthday parties, or a night out with friends, there's always fun waiting at West Frankfort Bowl. Roll in today and let the good times roll. West Frankfort Bowl, where Southern Illinois comes to play. Start your day the sweet way at Dixie Cream Donut Shop in West Frankfort. Fresh donuts, delicious pastries, hot coffee, and hometown hospitality have made Dixie Cream a Southern Illinois tradition since 1955. Stop by today and taste the difference. Dixie Cream Donut Shop, fresh every day, made with hometown pride.
The Patch Podcast, where the games, the stories, and the fun all meet.
Welcome back. And Chris Dexter has kindly stayed around with us to help us complete this episode, and we definitely appreciate it.
We had the IBW 702 golf scramble last Friday, and my team got 12 under. All the proceeds went to the Pechard Foundation for Abused Children and also to Nobility. They gave $10,000 to that. Which is really awesome. But my team, we had a good day. We'll just say that. It's not like what it used to be. They don't give things out for winners and losers, but my team shot 12 under. I will say, Bart, I had Andrew Crespi on my team, and he's a heck of a golfer. Mm-hmm. They did use my ball 3 times. I made one putt from about 15 feet, and you're not going to believe this. I chipped in a 55-yard chip for an eagle.
Nice.
And, For someone who's only played about 4 times this year, I was pretty happy with that. But no, it was a good time. Always a good time. I'm gonna need to be playing some golf more because I suck really bad.
Yeah, I think we should have the Patch Podcast golf team.
That would be fun.
You better find somebody for me then.
Well, you can be my caddy. Put on a little skirt, or you can be the cart girl. One of the cart girls.
Let me go back to drinking, and I'll be your caddy.
You're gonna drive the golf cart with my beer in it.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey,
when Andy Woods, whenever you play 18 holes with Andy Woods and you tell him at the beginning you suck, and by the 10th hole he looks at you and says, "Hey, take your golf bag and throw it in that lake." There's no hope. To quit playing golf.
Did you throw them in the lake?
No, I took them home with me, but they're still sitting in the garage and they've now been used.
We can hire a bunch of ringers for the golf team. We can get like Andy Woods.
Yeah.
David Lewis if he's in town.
I'll go talk to my buddy Tiger.
Get Trent Hudgens. Anyway, what else we got going on?
So I know Danny brought up. Let's ask Chris. What are your top 5 sports movies?
We did this last week, but we want to know your top 5.
I'm gonna be judged here.
No,
judgment.
I can already.
What is your top 5 favorites?
I can already predict what his number 1 is because I know what his favorite sport is. Yep. So
that's a given.
Your top 5 favorite sports movies.
Okay, I'm not a huge movie watcher, so I will admit that. Hoosiers is a great one. I don't know. I'm just gonna give you 5. I don't know to rank. I wouldn't say enjoyed, but We Are Marshall was a very great but tragic movie.
Mm-hmm.
When we were talking, I feel like maybe they should make a movie about the Evansville.
Agreed.
The Blind Side was a good movie that I enjoyed watching.
That was mentioned.
Yeah. If I were to go Disney, I always loved Angels in the Outfield.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that one.
I've watched bits and pieces of Rudy. I've never watched the whole thing, so don't. I mean, you said no judgment, so
no judgment. No judgment.
What is it? Rookie of the Year with the Cubs. I like that. So there's where I go. I'm probably forgetting some because, like I said, I'm not a huge movie watcher. I'm not patient enough to sit there. I mean, especially after I've already watched it, like I go see it in theaters and I don't have to see it again. So.
Well, you said Hoosiers first. That was our number one last week.
But there are probably a bunch of them that we missed as well. No, those are some great films. Absolutely.
I like Coach Carter too. I don't know if you guys ever seen that. It came out in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, that was with Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Yeah, I just watched that on the cruise. So actually, that's the most recent sports movie I've watched. So
he says, teachers can't touch students. He said, I'm not a teacher. I'm the head basketball coach.
Yeah. They have limited TV on the cruises. So I looked at the free movies. I was like, I want to watch that. So it's better than watching the map of where you're at.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of an ocean where I can't get away.
Yeah.
What happens here?
Yeah, with two fighting kids.
Oh boy.
Shut your mouth, I'm gonna throw you overboard.
So moving from Chris's favorite sports movies, let's kind of talk a little bit from the NHL draft. As you boys may remember, on last week's podcast, I predicted that St. Louis Blues Jordan Kyrou would be traded, and he was.
Yeah, like a day or two later.
Yep.
Who do you know?
I know a couple people, or Aaron, my best Jersey accent. I know a guy, but yeah, he wound up being traded to the Washington Capitals for 2 players. Blues also made another move for another player from the Anaheim Ducks.
Hey, I want to talk about something.
Go ahead.
How was the New Kids on the Block concert you went to in Vegas?
Yeah. Is it better Boys to Men?
No, it was Boys and Men and New Edition were much better than New Kids. However, the only thing that I enjoyed, and I told my wife this, they actually were suspended up in the rafters in this theater. They were in what looked like phone booths. They were strapped to these steel bars in the phone booth, and they actually rose above the stage and came right up to the 3rd level because the seats that my wife bought were not great. Yeah, that was the coolest thing they did. Everything else I could have done without for the 2 long hours that I had to sit there.
Now, Chris, that's his story. He can tell it any way he wants to.
Yeah, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Well, we did also go see Michael Jackson's tribute, Michael Jackson 1 through Cirque du Soleil. That was entertaining.
And you went to what museum did you go to?
I went to the Mob Museum. It basically is everything Vegas, everything the mob, and how it interacted in Vegas. That was 3 huge floors. Looks like it's the old post office in Las Vegas. It was huge. Also got to do this crime lab thing. But the most important experience I got to do was go into their distillery, try some moonshine, different kinds of moonshine. So when I left, good thing
You're drunk.
I was feeling in good shape.
Nice.
All right. Anything else that we want to wrap up?
Chris, what you got?
No, I don't really have anything. I was going to add that New Kid before I went to Ed Sheeran last weekend. New Kids on the Block was my last concert, like 10 plus years ago. So that was also a wife's choice.
Okay.
I took my son to Ed Sheeran. So
how was that?
That was great. It was
Ed
great.
Sheeran.
Yeah,
Ed Sheeran would be a good concert. Yeah, my wife.
Fun.
I don't know why my wife. She's just like, I listen to New Kids, and I'm like, I just did the husbandly, good duty thing and went along.
Yeah,
you guys aren't country. Last night would have been the concert that went to
Alan Jackson.
At Alan Jackson.
Yeah, that was that was at Nissan too, I think.
Yeah, 77,000 people.
I saw him at SIU.
Oh, I've seen
back
him 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I saw him.
77,000 at Nissan, and then on the Broadway they played it live
on the screen
on the downtown Broadway in Nashville.
Yeah,
so there's like 40,000 people standing out watching it there.
Yeah, and there's like a pedestrian bridge that goes to Nissan. I don't know if you've ever been there, but people were standing on that. That's where the Ed Sheeran was, and that people were standing on that watching Ed Sheeran and listening to Ed Sheeran from that pedestrian bridge because it feeds right into Nissan, and they're building a new stadium, which they're going to have the Super Bowl in 4 years. So that'll be great, that pedestrian bridge and all that, because they're building the new stadium right by Nissan. So
Kenny Chesney was at the Sphere in Las Vegas. He has his little residency thing going on there. And there were people where we were staying at our hotel was attached very closely to the Sphere.
No, I don't know if it's public yet or not, but had some changes made in West Frankfort that I know some of us would. Kevin Toney resigned from school board.
Yep.
I did not know that.
And Brock Harris resigned from athletic director.
Whoa, I
really?
wasn't aware of that.
Yes. Brock Harris resigned from athletic director. It is going to be a part-time job. This is one of the great things about having inside info.
Principal.
He's going to be the principal at high
I
school.
wondered about that. Good for him.
Yep, he's going to be the principal at high school, and
so he's going to be a part-time AD.
It's going to be the position.
It's part-time.
Is going to be part-time.
That's hard to do.
I don't think that's good.
Right? Yeah, Brock Harris.
He is going to be the new FCHS principal.
Gotcha. And then he's no longer the AD.
He resigned from the position.
Well, he had to because he's principal. They won't let it do.
Right. They won't necessarily. Whenever Lee was there, hell, he was.
They don't do that no more. They don't let him do it.
Well, that's their crazy.
Most schools don't either.
So, yeah, they had a special board meeting last week, and at the end of it, Coach Toney just said, "Here you go."
Was it because of that, or is it just ready?
I think it just ready.
So is somebody going to be filling those shoes then?
For here it is. It says. Accepted letter of resignation from Mr. Brock Harris as athletic activities director for the 26-27 school year. Authorized the superintendent to post per Article 2, Section X, blah, 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 of the CBA for non-bid positions. The part-time athletics and activities director position and per board policy 270 to post an advertisement for a vacancy on the Board of Education with an application deadline of Monday, July 13th.
Wow.
You have to live.
So which one of you boys are going to post for the athletic director job?
Me. I'll do it.
I think it'd be a great job for you, Bart.
I think it would be
I think that'd be awesome, Bart.
Because you already know the system. I mean, you know the system.
I've seen it for a long time.
I'll come in. I'll be your assistant athletic director.
I'll be your secretary.
Hey, so those that are listening to the podcast, for those that are listening to the podcast, we will vote. We would like you to vote for Bart Sloan to be the next athletic director.
No.
So Michelle sent this to me, and she goes, "I've got to have another athletic director."
Golly.
I think since she's been there, since she took over the ticket director position, I think this is like her sixth.
Yeah, I bet she's seen a lot of those.
I'm sure there's somebody in house that will apply for that.
But the last time,
that's not part time. They won't.
Golly.
Well, let's hope for whomever they've got coming in that they would be able to solidify with all the changes, and then hopefully going forward, it will not be much of an impact. With all the changes in the West Frankfort School Board, thanks for bringing that to our attention, Danny. Much appreciated. So changes are coming, but let's hope that they are a positive change for all the things that are going on there in West Frankfort.
Hey, as we continue this episode with 4th of July, Independence Day, we were just talking about our veterans, and we kind of touched on my grandpa. You've got family, the memorial here in West Frankfort. Moog, you got anybody in the military that you have family wise or?
Yeah, I have an uncle who served 2 tours in Vietnam in the Special Forces in the Marine Corps. My uncle was telling me that he went through a lot of things in Nam that he can't even talk about. And I know that a lot of servicemen and women have experienced that, whether in Vietnam or in Afghanistan or wherever they served. So I cannot stress enough of the appreciation that I have for our military men and women.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
I agree.
We were talking about Arlington Cemetery a little bit ago when I was in D.C. I was able to get pictures of a monument from a sports person. Let's see if you can guess who this is, okay? You might recognize his name, you might not, but I did recognize this name. So he graduated at West Point in 1842. 1846, he was in the Mexican War. 1852, commissioner to Mexico. 1854, Indian hostilities in Texas. 1856, Indian hostilities in Florida. 1861 to 1865, War of the Rebellion, Fort Sumter. Groveton's Second Bull Run. I mean, there's a lot. South Mountain, Anaheim. Fredericksburg, Gettysburg. 1863 to 1865, president of military commissions and continuous command until he retired. His name, folks, is Abner Doubleday.
Doubleday.
Who is Abner Doubleday?
the creator of baseball.
Absolutely. And look, there's a little baseball. I'm showing these guys the picture here. Abner Doubleday, and someone put a baseball at the bottom of his.
Yeah.
So, Abner Doubleday, he was colonel and major general of the U.S. Army, and he's buried there at Arlington National Cemetery. Abner Doubleday, the creator of baseball. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool to see
as
that.
you were reading, his accolades, I was like 1800s. Well, they didn't create baseball until the late 1800s. I couldn't, but I'm glad once you said his name, I knew exactly who it was. But
I just thought I'd throw that out there since this is kind of a sports,
that's pretty cool,
sport-ish show for the most part.
Absolutely. So as we continue on this episode number 11, can you believe it, boys?
11.
We've made it to episode number 11.
We're in double digits now. That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. Very, very cool. So let's talk about what all are you boys doing on the 4th this year?
Well, I'm having a cookout with the family, grilling burgers and hot dogs and probably some brats, and that's about all I'm doing.
Yeah, I think for me this year, I may do some, because that'll be after the first week of the new gig. So may do a brisket, may grab some fireworks, go to my brother's house. My son may come over from his mom's from Illinois, and we'll just shoot off some fireworks and have some food.
Fireworks are not allowed at my house.
Okay.
Too many
Well,
dogs.
that's what.
Oh, yep.
Oh, okay. I was going to
Too
say.
many dogs.
My dogs don't care. It's crazy.
Mine don't. But whenever I had young dogs,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I don't want nothing around them.
Spook 'em.
Right.
I don't.
I got you.
I don't blame you. My grandbabies don't like them. My oldest, she's 4. She wears headset. When
Sure.
Loud noises. She don't like it at all. But
That's the way Hunter was.
Yep.
Hunter was the same. Fire trucks, any loud, he'd cry like a.
Well, I know there's some activities going on there in West Frankfurt on July 5th. I'm assuming they're at the park.
Yep. Yeah, that's usually you put on a good show.
And I tell you, in the last 4 or 5 years, it's really been nice.
I can see them from the house, so I really don't have to go to the park.
nice. We're having some tonight. I know this is a week prior to this episode, but we're having some tonight at our church, the Whittington baseball field. We do a pretty good show. It's over by Wren Lake. Wren Lake's actually doing their fireworks again this year, first time in several years. It'll probably be pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad to see them doing that. But
Johnson City's done theirs Friday night.
They did theirs. Yeah, my brother actually helped do the parking there. He was talking about it last night when we hung out.
Oh Lord,
yeah. I guess he did a pretty good job, and there was no accidents. So
hey, if Randy's directing traffic and there's no accidents,
it's probably a good thing. Yeah.
A really good thing.
Yeah. He was with he's part of the Masonic Lodge there, so they were in charge of the parking. Some of them guys, but 4th of July for me, Moog, going to do the birthday party for my grandbaby. The West Frankfurt Bowling Alley has been nice enough to open it up just for us to have a party there. Pretty cool. They're going to open up their kitchen to whoever wants to buy their awesome burgers. And then I probably won't get a burger while I'm there, though, because my mom and dad are having a 4th of July get-together at their house. Probably go play a couple rounds of golf there at the Frankfurt Golf Course. They live right there on tee box number 3. So if I don't do that, we may have a little competition. They're just on hole 3, so you can get closer to the pin or something.
So in other words, you're just going to jump the fence and
there ain't no fence. You just walk right there to it. But don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. I don't want to get in trouble. They got new owners. So,
yeah, don't tell Dave Wallace.
Yeah, just kidding. I probably won't do that anyway. We'll probably go play. But no, that's what I'm doing. Have some. I think he's cooking barbecue chicken quarters. My dad does really good chicken quarters, and then probably some hot dogs and burgers for the kids.
Nice.
So speaking of food, what is your favorite 4th of July food that you've either made or had?
I'm going to go classic hot dogs and burgers. I'm just going to go classic. I mean, hot dogs, burgers, potato salad, mac and cheese, chips. And I'm just going to go straight burgers.
Keep
and
it
broth.
simple.
Yeah, and brats. We'll throw some brats in there too. So.
My favorite is, you just said it a while ago, quarter chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandpa Jones, there's a secret family recipe. It involves lemons, and it's a lemon flavored quarter, and it is phenomenal.
Wow, that sounds good.
And we can do that here whenever Moog comes down, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can get chicken quarters pretty cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Chicken quarters. I can bring some of those down for sure.
McCord's. My dad gets them from McCord's. They cut them for him, and he orders them ahead of time, and or Benton Save a Lot actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And I tell you, the Kroger's has them cheap.
Yeah,
Do they?
they do.
Do they?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I
Kroger's
usually
has them
get them because it's here.
cheap. They had the fish there today.
Nice.
Hey, you see they changed their dang?
Oh my
Oh,
God!
that's
you can't
chaos
get
in
through
there.
that. You can't get through everybody. Everybody was bitching about it today.
Oh my God, they changed the aisles, Moog.
No way. It's like Walmart. They want to
Oh,
keep you
really?
guessing, so you'll buy more.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
and they're
a
not-
mess.
Hey, and I found out today, one of the girls there, because I picked up some chicken for lunch, and they're not going to be done with it until August.
Wow. Danny, what about you? What's your favorite 4th of July meal that you've either cooked or had?
Probably brats, burgers. I mean, it's just pretty simple because normally 4th of July, it's a hot. You don't want to be around a grill.
Yep.
Yep.
And
True.
The old KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly.
So,
Yep. Beer, brats, and burgers.
Last year I screwed up because the neighbors, George and Ken, they decided, hey, let's have a fish fry. So I think I cooked like 15 pounds fish, 10-pound frog legs. I mean, I spent all afternoon cooking.
And that about does it for episode 11. We want to thank Chris Dexter of Southern Illinois Sports with Chris Dexter for coming in and interviewing with us. For Danny, Bart, Rich, I'm Moog. Thanks again for joining us on the Patch Podcast.
That's a wrap for today's episode of The Patch Podcast. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the show, subscribe, share it, and tell a friend. Until next time, stay active, stay entertained, and we'll see you back here in The Patch.